few more people get up in the spot. Let some people fall off in the spot. Excuse me. Let a few people fall up in the spot. What up? What up? Peace. Shout out to everybody, man. We're going to chop it up for a second. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. Shout out to all the supporters, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram at Dime Game Division. Big things to come, man. Big announcements, man. Follow me on Instagram, man. I've been putting in some work over there. A lot of my work on Instagram, man. You know what I mean? As far as announcements and shit like that. But we're gonna chop it up for a second, man. I caught wind of a interview that Kevin Samuels did with Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? They had a one-on-one conversation. Because that's basically what it was, just basically like a conversation. It wasn't even really an interview. But I really want to give my perspective on it for a second, because it's very telling and very revealing, that interview that Kevin did with Nicki Minaj, man. At the end of the day, it goes back to not only myself, but a few other guys in Black YouTube been saying for a long time. I'm not even going to do a lot of name dropping. Y'all know who y'all are. It was like, a lot of these guys, the same women that they complain about is really the women that they really want to be around. I mean, truth be told, man, a lot of this stuff is disgusting, to say the least. A lot of these guys, man, they get decent women. And when I say decent, I mean decent to good women on their panels and on their live streams, and they rip them apart, man. You know what I mean? I've seen disgusting activities from men that I just can't condone. You know what I mean? I've seen 5 or 6 men, jump on one woman in a live stream that they never met, don't know nothing about, but she may have an opposing opinion, or she may want to stand up for herself or whatever, and that would just go off on her, call all kind of, salacious words and things of that nature, man. Try to make them feel bad, but a lot of these guys, they get women like Nicki Minaj and others, if they get an opportunity that's promoting ratchet activity. You know what I'm saying? What is Nicki Minaj really promoting? And I ain't got no problem with Nicki, you know what I mean? Get your money, you know what I'm saying? Hustlers respect hustlers and all that type of shit. So I ain't even no hater, but at the end of the day, what is Nicki Minaj really promoting for women, for Black women? And a lot of guys thought that Kevin Samuels took it easy on Nicki Minaj, but no, he didn't. He did exactly what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys in this space, Black YouTube, was capping all along. You know what I mean? And the reason why I call it disgusting, y'all hit that like button, please. The reason why I call it disgusting is because, there are some guys on Black YouTube that really, really have an issue with women. You know what I mean? To say the least, man, they have a major issue with women. And some of it is valid, some of it is cap, some of it is a lot of guys are just mad at themselves. But at the end of the day, a lot of dudes came into Black YouTube and played on the emotions of a lot of, broken men. I'm trying to watch my words, man, but just a lot of broken men. And they use these guys to come up. Not only did they use the guys to come up, talking about the broken men, they used the women to come up. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't really nothing new. If you just want me to say it honestly, it ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? For a Black man to step on Black women to raise his stock. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of women be complaining about. But you know, that's just a different story for a different day. You know what I mean? And that's why I call it disgusting, because now, you know, when a lot of guys get mainstream, you know what I'm saying, they going switch it up. You dig? And that's why I went full-blown self-improvement a couple years ago. I was like, I'm part of that shit. You know what I mean? I got my gripes with women. You know what I'm saying? I got my complaints, or, you know, things that I don't like that women do in society. But I'm not going to be a mascot or avatar for broken men that you know, heart just turned rigid and they just got a major beef with women, because that's not that's not my lane. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't about trying to better your situation, if you ain't about trying to better your campaign, then it ain't really much I can really do with you until you get over your anger and get over yourself. Because that's what a lot of guys are mad at themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're really mad at themselves. You know, if we really break it down. And so what the Kevin Samuels, Nicki Minaj conversation really means is, you know, it just validated what a lot of guys were saying. Not just myself, but other guys. Like, dude, you know, why don't y'all put up decent women and give them the spotlight on y'all channels? Why? Because it ain't controversial, for one. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to get views, so there's a business element to it. And then two, a lot of dudes ain't really trying to get no wholesome type of woman, man. Let's be honest, man. It sounds good in theory, but on the concrete, it tells me something different. I see a lot of mismatched couples out here, man. I see, you know, studious brothers, you know what I mean, out and about with women that I'll be like, damn, man, like, how y'all get together, man? You know what I'm saying? Women that might even be considered beneath them, you know, as far as class or whatever. You know, and I don't want to get on no elitist type of shit, but at the end of the day, man, I see that a lot. Like, damn, man. I mean, same thing when a woman get an education and score a decent job, you know, and she go get a dude off the block. A lot of dudes be doing the same thing, man. You know, the thing is, a lot of people just don't want to be honest about it. I mean, you like what you like, man. Keep it a buck. But don't keep talking about the ratchet women, this, and when you get in their face, you ain't got no smoke. That's my thing. You ain't really got no smoke for them. To me, that's very odd. But it is what it is. But it is what it is. Why? Because a lot of dudes still want validation from a certain caliber of woman. You dig? Because they never had it. Let's just put it all out there. They never had it, man. You know, a lot of dudes still crave that attention. It doesn't matter what age these guys are, man. These guys could be 22 years old or 62 years old, man. They still craving that validation from a certain caliber of woman. And it's just a natural order of things, man. I'm not even mad at it, dog. My thing is stand on it, dog. I ain't even mad at it, bro. You know what I mean? Because I already know the game. I already know it, man. Y'all really think that C-Boogie Productions believe, you know, even 10% of what a lot of these guys are saying? No, I do not. No, I do not. I don't even believe 10% that comes out a Negro's mouth about a woman. Unless I know you, unless you're in my inner circle and I've grown to know you. Y'all hit the like button for me, please. I don't believe 10% of that. Why? Because I know, for one, men lie about women every day, about how they feel about women. This is just what it is, people. This is just what it is, people. The women know a lot of guys are capping. Thorough dudes know a lot of dudes is capping. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know. But Kevin Samuels talking to Nicki Minaj, it don't do nothing but validate what I said. And no, this ain't no hate. This ain't no shade. You know what I'm saying? I got the right to my opinion. I got the right to my opinion. I mean, it definitely ain't no hate. Because I know what dudes going to say, oh, you mad because you ain't talking to Nicki Minaj or whatever. Dog, I can really care less about that, bro. For real, for real. Nicki Minaj, it's 5,000 Nicki Minaj's in every hood, bro. It's 5,000 Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's in every hood, bro. Whether they worth $100 or $1 million, man. So I ain't, ain't nobody hating, man. You dig? Ain't nobody hating, man. But my thing is this. Yo, y'all press 1 if you can hear me, man. I went out for a second. Y'all press 1 if you can hear me. Y'all press 1 if you can hear me. I went out for a second, man. Okay, we back. Sorry about that, man. I don't even know what happened. But here's the deal. Appreciate y'all, man. But here's the deal, man. My thing is, why do y'all want to keep talking to those type of women? If those aren't, you know what I'm saying? If those are the type of women, and that's pretty much the prototype that a lot of guys are talking about, you know what I'm saying? The ratchet girl with the attitude, the fake boss bitch and all of that. If a lot of guys are talking about stay away from these type of women, why do y'all give those type of women? I don't know what's going on with my live stream, man. I don't know what's going on with my live stream. I'm trying to cut your boy off, man. But it is what it is. But that's my thing, man. Like, why do dudes keep giving attention to those type of women, man? You know what I mean? So it just validated what I said, man. You know what I mean? And it's all good. It's all good, man. In time, it'll reveal everything. You know what I'm saying? In time, it'll reveal everything. Straight up and down. It really will. Everything will come to the light. You know what I mean? So that is. Ain't no hate, ain't no shade. You know what I'm saying? The writing's on the wall. Pretty much, man. The writing's really on the wall, man, with a lot of stuff. So, hey, you like what you like. It's a lot of men out here that would love to get into the face of a Nicki Minaj type. And, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? She definitely ain't ugly. But at the end of the day, it's like that kind of girl, Nicki Minaj, will destroy a lot of men out here, man. She'll destroy a lot of men out here. I mean, like, look at Kanye West. Kanye West is literally having a mental meltdown on social media about his kids. He shouldn't have never been with Kim Kardashian. She too much, man. A lot of these women are too much, man, for a lot of dudes, man. If you ain't secure in yourself as a man, if you ain't fixed those insecurities, if you ain't standing on nothing, if you ain't willing to leave a woman, just straight up leave, kids and all, I'm sorry, kids and everything. If you ain't willing to leave for your sanity, man, leave some of these women alone, man. It's a lot of good women out here that be on some low-key stuff, man. They ain't tripping about the validation. They ain't tripping on the attention. You know what I'm saying? They just want a good man that's going to protect, that's going to provide, and they want to work as a team or whatever. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Kanye West is losing it, man. I feel bad for the dude, but then again, I don't feel bad for him. Because marrying Kim Kardashian, what that come with. Appreciate that Cashapp, bro. You know what that come with, bro. You know what I mean? Any man that would marry Kim Kardashian, I'm sorry, you need to be thinking like a pimp. At the end of the day, stop thinking like a husband and think like a pimp. And I don't even talk like this. This ain't even my online lingo. But I gotta be honest, if you gonna marry a Kim K, one of them types, you need to be thinking like a straight up pimp. You need to be out here pushing P. You know what I mean? Kim Kardashian needs a manager, not a husband. But Kanye West, he's so ill in his mind, he ain't thinking like that. Yeah, I said it. Some women need a manager, man. Some women need a manager, not a husband. But that's a different story for a different day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just a different story for a different day, man. I'll put this up here for a second. You dig? So again, man, a lot of these women are going to destroy a lot of dudes, man. It's a lot of good dudes that started out decent guys, and it was a woman that drove them to the dark side, man, because they had to put up with so much, and they wasn't equipped with the tools and the skills to deal with a certain type of woman. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't bred in that environment to deal with certain pathologies that women have. You know what I'm saying? You know, that takes some time to build up that shit, man, to build up that scar tissue, man, to be able to absorb some things from some women. That's why you got to stay away from them if you ain't ready, if you ain't built, if you don't have that skill set, man, if you ain't of that caliber. That'd be my advice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I said it. Kim Kardashian, Kanye need to be thinking like a P. For real. You can't love Kim Kardashian like you would love a normal housewife. No, you cannot. It gotta be parts of yourself that's closed off to a woman like that. Man, y'all don't even hear me, dog. Y'all don't even hear what I'm saying, man. Appreciate the Cashapp, Starlet Thompson. Appreciate you, sweetheart. To deal with a woman like Nicki Minaj is certain parts of your mind and your heart that gotta be closed off. That's not a normal housewife. You ought to know that ain't nothing traditional. So if you ain't pushing P in your mind and in your heart, leave that alone. There's plenty of good women. I pass them every day. Dudes don't want them type of women. And we can have the conversation that a lot of women don't want studious brothers. Truth in that too. So, what's going on, Howard Cooper? At the end of the day, a lot of people want what they want. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, man. Hold me down. A lot of people want what they want, and I'm not hating on it. But as you mature in life, some of this Fiji up in me. As you mature in life, dog, and this is, I'm about to teach for a minute. Y'all write this down. Hold on. Let me get my chapstick together. Because I'm about to teach for a minute. As you mature in life, man, and this has happened to me as well, and you go through the rigors and the hard times of life, you start to realize what you need. And what you need and what you want is two different things, man. I've been laid up in a hospital a couple times. What the hell is going on behind me? I've been laid up in a hospital a few times, surgeries and whatnot. And when I woke up, there was a woman beside me feeding me ice chips and giving me crackers and shit like that. And I realized who was there and who wasn't. Straight up. And a lot of times it's the ones we least suspect. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's the ones that we least expect. I might have to move in a minute. Y'all ain't making hella noise behind me. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that noise behind me. I might have to move. But a lot of times it's the ones that we least expect, man. You know what I'm saying? And as you mature as an adult and life hits you, you start to realize what you need. You know, what you need. And like ultimately, man, you probably need to be operating on some higher vibrations too. If you are controlled by your lust and you over 25, you're wrong. Just gonna be honest, dog, you're wrong. If you controlled by your libido and that has taken over your mind and your heart and all your decisions is based around that, dog, you wrong. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You're gonna end up like Kanye West. You know, like I said, I feel bad for Kanye, but I don't. I feel bad because the kids involved. You dig? I'm like, damn, you got the kids involved. But Kanye should have known what he was getting into. You ain't think about that, dog? You ain't think about the mental strain that dating Kim K will put on you? Really, any man, for real? If you ain't thinking like a P. And again, this ain't no diss to Kim K. I ain't got no problem with her. She getting her money. I respect anybody, but it's like this, man. Kim Kardashian needs a manager, bruh. She need a manager, not a husband. For real. She need a manager. Really, all them Kardashian type of women need a manager. Cardi B got married to Offset from the Migos, right? And I didn't mind that relationship. Not that it's any of my business, but they got the same energy. She wild, he wild. He can handle a girl like Cardi B because he wild himself. And hopefully they can grow together and mature together, right? But they can match energies. That ain't bad when you can match the energy. But if you can't match a woman's energy, you know, if her sexual prowess is going to bother you, you need to leave her alone. Because she's going to destroy your heart, man. For real. This would be just a tiny bit too much for you, man. You know, you got to stay in your lane. You got to stay in your lane. You know, so that's kind of my advice on that, man. And back to the Nicki Minaj situation. What is Nicki Minaj promoting out here? You know, listen to her music, man. I thought this is what these guys were against. No, they're not. A lot of these guys are against decent women that don't want them. Or even women in the hood that don't really want to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're against. A lot of black men need their ass kissed, period. If you just want me to say it. A lot of that stuff don't be about real submission. You know what I mean? Through the eyes of God. No. A lot of black men need their ass kissed, man. Yeah, I said it. Why? You know, the corrupted Negro mind. I mean, listen to Farrakhan, people. You know what I mean? The corrupted Negro mind. When you don't have any power in society, you take it off on the women and children, man. When you're beat down, oppressed, when you're marginalized by society, you come back and you take it out on the women and children, man. Farrakhan said this like 40 years ago. He's still saying it. He just don't talk much no more. This is not even me. This is Farrakhan. Don't get mad at me for saying it. But it's truth. We don't want to deal with that reality. I'm not saying all black men, but it's enough. It's enough. A lot of black men hit a lick, get a little bit of paper, and in turn they want their ass kissed. Because we go through so much as black men to be successful. We do in our own families, own communities, at the workplace, whatever, that we don't even know how to smooth that out on our own mind. We don't even understand that, hey man, that's just the price you got to pay, you know? And, you know, a lot of times, man, we don't even know how to channel that energy and shit. So, you know, again, stepping on the backs of black women. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, what a lot of dudes is complaining about. I mean, excuse me, a lot of women complaining about. You know what I mean? Kevin Samuels is pretty much mainstream, and look, all praise to him. You know what I mean? I tilt my hat. But at the end of the day, how did he get there? Stepping on the backs of black women. He tried to make content for men. That ain't work. That wasn't it. I mean, if we're going to keep it a buck, we're going to keep it a buck. That didn't really work for him. He had a decent channel. It did numbers, but not like he is now. He came, swung the camera on black women, blew up. Hey, man. That's why I call Fugazi on a lot of stuff. That's why I call Fugazi. Would Kevin Samuels have a show without black women? No. No, he wouldn't. Wouldn't even have a show without black women. That should tell you how much power black women hold. Truth be told. But y'all don't want to deal with the truth. That should tell you how much power black women hold. He wouldn't even have a show without black women. And it is what it is. I don't see no difference in the Hebrew Israelites, the brother Polites, and it's all the same. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So, you know, a lot of dudes really, honestly, they want to be Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? That's their mascot. They really want to be Kevin. And anytime Kevin can sit next to Nicki Minaj, they feel like they sitting next to Nicki Minaj. It's kind of like DJ Academic did an interview saying that he wasn't accepted in high school. And you know, when you young, acceptance is big when you young. High school, college, middle school. You know, you want to be accepted by your peers, man. That's very important for men and women, right? I'm not going to act like it's not. You don't want to be isolated. You know, you want to be invited to the parties or whatnot. And appreciate that Cash App, Todd. Appreciate that $30 Cash App. And DJ Academic was talking about how they didn't really rock with him in high school. Fair enough, man. I can tell. I'm not surprised. And at the end of the day, though, I can see why he has that posture around women. If you watch Academic when he do interviews with women, he's nervous. He's drinking. He's getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's really nervous in his heart. Because he's been rejected all his life. When I'm around women, you catch me drinking water because I'm comfortable. I might pull out a water bottle or a Gatorade bottle. Comfortable. DJ Academic got to sit there and get pissy drunk. Because in his heart of hearts, he know he don't even belong there. You know what I'm saying? He still got something to prove. See, when you get over that validation stage, and that you know, they wilding behind me. When you get over that validation stage, and you no longer have anything to prove to women, man, your life is so much more settled. You sleep better at night. You know what I mean? Your face start clearing up. The acne leaves you. Your testosterone gets higher. For real, man. It really frees you as a man, frees you as a person. Real talk. When you stop having something to prove to anybody, but women in particular, especially a certain type of woman, the Nicki Minaj types, the Brittany Renner types, your life is so much more settled, man. This is Snapple Top Facts, people. You know, straight up, man. Your life is just better. Now you can walk into a room with your chest out and just be a man and just focus on what you got to do. Not even focusing on if the women notice you or not and all that other crap. If you a man, a woman gonna come find you, or y'all gonna cross paths. If you a man, at the end of the day. That's all you got to focus on. You consume yourself with yourself. I wrote about it in my book. You know, the search for validation is getting whacked because it's driving people to places y'all don't even need to go. Hit the gym, get your money right, get on top of your business, you know, always educate yourself, and be good to your family, man. Be good to your family, be good to your friends, be a good neighbor. Yo, focus on that. The validation shit is gotten so crazy that people are killing themselves, man. All for nothing. Don't even understand a major part of beauty is on the inside. You know? The major part of your personality is your mind. I mean, come on, man. Nobody want to be around a tasteless, nasty person, man. With something to prove. You know? If your mind ain't right, your soul ain't right. You dig? I talked about this at the summit. I said, you either living in fear or you living in love. Y'all missed a powerful presentation if you ain't come to the summit. I'm not even going to give it again. You either living in fear or you operating from love. You know, love of self, love from God, etc. You know, a lot of us are operating in fear. You know, we was brought up in environments where, you know, I'm going to take some time to teach for a minute too. You know, a lot of us was brought up in environments where, you know, we were scared to express ourselves. You know, we didn't get the accolades and attention that we needed. A lot of us were brought up in environments where, you know, we had to feel inferior to whoever else was in the house or whoever else was in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? A lot of us felt inferior in our own environment. So, you know, you walk out into the world as an adult, then you're going to pick a side. You're either going to oppress somebody or you're going to take a role of submission to people, you know, like a people pleaser. You dig? We all heard of that. You got to wash that up off you, man. That search for validation is going to lead some of y'all down the wrong path. And you're going to go so deep you can't come back. You dig? How many compliments do you need? How much attention do you need? Everybody needs a place of contentment, man. Write this down, people. I'm really teaching for free. Every man and woman needs a place of contentment. Without that, man, you're going to be chasing the ghosts out here. You know, and that doesn't mean don't strive for excellence. And that doesn't mean don't go for yours. And, nah, man, it means, look, be happy with what you got too. Understand where you came from. That's what it means. Stop complaining about what happened to you and praise yourself for making it through. That's really what that means. You dig? Because a lot of people ain't make it through what you made it through. A lot of people couldn't stand up and stand on something in those harsh conditions, and stand on principle, and stand on business. A lot of people can't do that. You should be praising yourself for making it through. But all we want to do is complain about it and think that we're going to get what we want from society. Y'all are smoking crack, people. You know what I'm saying? You get that from really loving yourself. Taking some time to understand who you are. How many likes on Instagram do you need, people? And it's all good. We all like our flowers. We like our, you know, roses while we living and all of that. This is like the season of people getting their roses and shit like that. And I think that's a good thing, but that's a very dangerous thing. Being so self-centered and self-absorbed. You gotta ask yourself, when was the last time you called somebody and said, you know what, I'm just thinking about you, man. You crossed my mind. I want to make sure you Gucci. When the last time you called somebody and say, hey, I don't want nothing from you, but do you need something from me? When was the last time you called somebody just to praise them? Hey, I see you grinding, dog. When was the last time you sent somebody your email and you shocked them with your love? Like, you know what? You're a good person, man. And I recognize that. When was the last time you did that? And then we wonder why it don't come back to us. You ain't even putting that, I'll break this phone. You ain't even putting that energy out there into the universe, man. When was the last time you really held somebody down? When was the, I mean, come on, man. That's a very dangerous thing you playing. And then we wonder why we don't get that praise back. Then we wonder why people don't give it to us and they deal with us accordingly because we don't give it to them. Showing love is reciprocal, man. Period. Let me calm down. So, you know, a lot of times, man, it's our past that really affects us, man. It's our past that leads us down the wrong path, man. And we searching for stuff outside of ourselves, man. That's a very dangerous game y'all playing. You dig? It ain't nothing wrong with a season or two collecting your validation. But wow, a decade, 2 decades of it, stop it, fam. Stop it. You didn't grow. You failed. You failed. You didn't grow. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a spiritual enlightenment. Matter of fact, you ain't reach a place of, you know, spiritual awakening and spiritual osmosis, man. You ain't even attempt that because you still searching for what you need from other people. And it's already inside you, man. You should feel like an idiot. If you want me to be frank about it, you should feel stupid. And that's hashtag respectfully. It's a lot of guys that want validation from the Nicki Minaj types, from the Brittany Renner types. They never gonna go out of style. Man, y'all better fight that demon, man. Fast, too. Y'all better fight that demon. Because a lot of women, man, a lot of women are going to destroy some dudes, man. I mean, they already doing it, man. They're destroying dudes as we speak. And you didn't go for what you needed. You went for what you wanted. You got to reconcile that in your own spirit, man. What do I need in life and what do I want? Some things going to overlap. But you got to put it in a proper perspective, too. How are you thinking? Are you thinking from a place of fear, pain, anxiety? No. Are you thinking from a place? Or are you thinking from a place of wholeness and feeling complete in love and yourself? You gotta ask yourself, how's your brain ticking? All of this is the proper appraisal. I wrote about it in my book, people. You know what I'm saying? How are you thinking? What place are you thinking from? Really, what's in your heart? That's going to explain why you made a lot of your decisions. The people that you dated, the people that you chose, the people that you slept with. There's always a deeper meaning, man, on why you made these decisions. Good or bad, you stand on that. But it could come from a place of fear, you know? And then we wake up one day and say, damn, man, you know, I made the wrong decision or whatever. Hey, what up, Smith and West? And then, you know, it really haunts us forever. Like, you ever look back 10 years in your past and say, wow, I can't even believe I slept with that girl. Or I can't believe I dated that guy or whatever. I was bugging. I had my mind in the gutter. A lot of us had these wake-up calls and these epiphanies in life. Like, man, I was bugging. I probably would never do that again. But you understood where you was at in life. You understood that, look, at that time, I just wanted some validation. At that time. At that time, I can only think on a certain level. I wasn't even one with myself. You know, disrespect to myself was, you know, disrespect to yourself, man, was just, you know, the gear that you started out with that day, man. You know, we got to be honest with ourselves. And that's tough. I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but the validation, man, whew, I'm scared of y'all. I'm talking about the validation crew. I'm scared of y'all. Period. I'm scared of y'all. The people that still got something to prove to other people. I'm terrified of y'all. Y'all scare me, man. And I just realized this maybe last week. I'm not even going to get into the detail. I'm really scared of people like y'all. Y'all scare me, man. Sweat. Y'all scare me. Y'all scare a guy like me. You know? Real talk. Really, y'all should scare yourselves. Because y'all are never going to have a place of contentment. Because your happiness lies outside of yourself. You know, that's a dangerous place to be, people. Shout out to Vegas. That's a dangerous place to be. When your joy, your happiness, peace, security lies outside of yourself. What kind of life are you living? Ask yourself that question, man. What kind of life are you really living? You dig? For real. What kind of life you living, man? If you don't take the time to fill up those holes, those insecurities, that fear, well, you're going to have a hard time. Your life is going to be dictated by the world and what they think and what they don't think. It's going to lead you down some dark alleys, man. And I've been there, done that, bro. I got 5 t-shirts, man. Been there, done that. Been there, done that, man. I ain't got nothing else left to prove. Only person I want to prove something to is myself, man. That's it. That's it. I ain't got nothing else left to prove, man. But society has boosted up. Let me start closing, man. Society has boosted up a certain type of woman to get praised, the Nicki Minaj's, the Cardi B's, etc. They don't really lift up the Angela Bassett's and the Felicia Rashad's. I mean, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on that, but the problem is when we chase these type of women and we invite them into our life, we don't want to deal with the consequences. Then you end up like Kanye West. You end up having a straight meltdown on Instagram and social media, man. A lot of dudes are at war with themselves, man. You don't like yourself. You got into that red pill, that hardcore red pill stuff, and it revealed stuff about yourself. It did. And you really wasn't mad with the women. The woman was the easy target. You was mad because you allowed yourself to be treated like an underling, to be treated second class, to be overlooked, to be hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, rubbernecked. You was mad at yourself. You was mad at yourself. And you looked in that mirror and you realized, hey, I ain't that dude, or you know what I mean? I ain't really, a lot of women's type or whatever, all that crap. My thing is put in the work. You want to be that guy? Put the work in. If you don't want to put the work in, we can't have a conversation. Not with me. If you want to be that dude, you want to be that girl, put the work in. First, you got to clean yourself up on the inside. That's why I wrote that book, Mirror Talk. The book, Mirror Talk, was a deep dive inside of you, man. I could have wrote a book on all type of crap, but I wanted people to look at themselves first. You always start with truth. A lot of people don't know where to start on their journey. A lot of people don't know what to do. You start with truth, man. It ain't telling me the truth or anybody. It's telling yourself the truth. I don't care if you got to stand in that mirror and say, I'm a piece of crap. But you a piece of crap today. But you ain't got to be a piece of crap tomorrow. You dig? You feeling down today. But you ain't got to feel like that tomorrow. There's always a resurrection. For all you Bible thumpers, Jesus was born, Jesus lived, he died, but he was resurrected on the third day. Y'all don't even hear me though. There's always a tomorrow for people, man. Let that be your story, the resurrection. Unless you just want to play dead. Hey, that's up to you. I could care less, man. In my heart of hearts, I could care less. Because I know what it takes. I know the work you got to do to go deep down inside and deal with yourself. I know that work like the back of my hand. Y'all ain't trying to do that work. Y'all ain't trying to be by yourself. Y'all ain't trying to be isolated for 2 summers, 3 summers. Y'all want to be in the mix. Y'all mixy. Y'all are mixy people. Dig? Y'all ain't trying to put that work in, man. So stop capping. Stop lying to me. Lie to yourself, man. Lie to yourself, man. You can't even lie to the mirror because the mirror don't even recognize your reflection. You don't even know who you are at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you don't even know who you are because you ain't take the time. You dig? I know what it takes, man, to build yourself up, man. From the dead. Excuse me. From the dead, man. I know about that resurrection story, dog. I had about 4 losing years, man. I felt like, damn, man, I keep losing. I wasn't even making the playoffs. And then suddenly things change. Y'all don't even hear me. Suddenly things change. That resurrection story, I got, the hair is standing on the back of my neck. That resurrection story. Y'all on the wrong path. And then suddenly things change. Suddenly. Y'all don't even hear what I'm saying. Suddenly. What's going on? You're trying to kick your boy off, man. So anyway, it's all good. Y'all validation seekers, stay away from me, man. Cause y'all are very dangerous, man. Y'all are a dangerous group of people. For real. Y'all ain't never gonna be at peace. Your spirit ain't gonna be at peace. You'll never love yourself. Y'all validation seekers, stay the hell away from me, man. Y'all attention seekers, man. I know that spirit. I know that spirit, dog. And it's an ugly spirit, man. It's an ugly spirit. And it comes to you in many different ways, man. You know? If you ain't putting the work in on yourself, if you don't really, truly learn to accept who you are, I tell you, man, you ain't growing, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. You ain't never gonna grow. Your life is gonna be controlled and dictated by others. It's a sad, sad place, man. So I'm gonna close with this. What Kevin Samuels talking to Nicki Minaj actually means, it means a lot of dudes is capping. And they been capping, they big capping. A lot of dudes still want validation from a certain type of woman. And they ain't gonna stop till they get it. Y'all are a dangerous group of men. Stay the hell away from me. Y'all are a dangerous group of men. Stay the hell away from me. No cap and gown. y'all gonna go to war with any and everything to get that validation, to get that attention. Again, it's a drug to y'all. It's a drug, you know? It's a drug. It's like dope. And I know what a dope fiend to do for a hit. Instead of hell away from me, man. You'll rob, steal, kill, betray, lie on, throw under the bus, all that. To get that hit. That's why, you know, can't really be around them type of people, man. Until they put themselves in rehab and deal with themselves, you gotta leave them alone, dog. Gotta leave them alone. You know? But that's what that means, man. That's what that means, man. Dudes just want to sit next to Brittany Renner. They just want to be in the room with her. They want to be acknowledged by that type of woman. Stay the hell away from me, man. Because y'all are a dangerous group. For real. Real talk. Y'all like, I can't even say it on YouTube, but y'all are a dangerous group. So, hey man, take it for what it's worth. It's my opinion, it's my observation. Dude, I think a lot of dudes is bugging. You know, take a deep look at yourself, man, and be real with yourself. Could be operating in fear. Let me get up off this joint, man. Just want to talk to y'all for a second, man. You know what I mean? About to bust a move real quick, but y'all be cool. Catch you on the other side, man. Peace.